What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that title. What's going on? Definitely before we get in the video, if y'all do hear, I know y'all say don't apologize, but got my 4-year-old right next to me. She actually was just with her mother, and she wanted to hang out with daddy today. I guess she wanted to hang out with daddy. She knocked on the door, and I was like, I'm about to do video, so you gotta go chill with mommy, go do, and she said she wanted to come here with me. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I absolutely love it. So I'm not about to sit here and act like I don't. I love that she loves watching me do these videos and stuff like that. I feel like it's definitely pretty cool, to have a little one, and love and admire what you do, and that brings me to my, what's going on with today, and just, seeing what happened. I know that I posted a video yesterday, 2 videos. In the first video, I didn't really know the news when I was putting out those 2 videos and recording those videos on what's going on, what happened with Charlie Kirk. And I do have to say, that me personally, from the videos that I did see from Charlie Kirk, amazing videos, the way he spoke, the type of person that, he was. Definitely, a family man, all of it, prayers go out to his family, sending my love and condolences. And it's definitely, something sad, to see. I'm not gonna lie, definitely something sad to see, something sad to witness. And the people that, are making this out to be, and talking about Charlie and saying this, saying that, shame on you. That's how I feel about it. But like I said, condolences, sending my love and condolences, from the Recklezz family. And, it's definitely pretty sad. This is a post, and this just goes to show you on how hateful people can be. This is a post by Jasmine Crockett. It says today's acting. She posted this yesterday. And trust me, it's all lies. It's all lies. It's all for the internet. Says today's act of political violence in Utah against Charlie Kirk is absolutely disgusting and unacceptable. We do not have to agree on everything, but we should all agree on this. Political violence is wrong and has no place in our democracy. Let me tell y'all something. This was today. This from Nick's Order. Y'all can find it on X. Says Democrats just started screaming in the House chamber when Lauren, I'm sorry, I'm spacing it because I'm looking at Jasmine Crockett. This last sentence about Jasmine Crockett. Request everyone to pray for Charlie Kirk. And then it says right here, what I was just looking at, you can even hear Jasmine Crockett's ghetto screech and Speaker Johnson smack the gavel on her. It literally, this right here just goes to show you she does not belong there. She doesn't belong there whatsoever, and how nasty of a person that this woman is. Check this out, y'all.
This is a gentlelady from Colorado Rise. Let's wait a minute. The House.
Then she's cussing. They're having a moment of silence and you cussing and doing all of that.
Be in order. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. We will join prayer right after this, okay? The chair lays before the House a communication. The House will be in order.
That's a shame. So you literally have Jasmine Crockett screaming at the top of her lungs, and you have Speaker Mike Johnson literally smacking the gavel, trying to calm that whole situation down. She definitely needs to be removed. I'm gonna definitely say that. She definitely needs to be removed. The way that she's acting is definitely unnecessary, and it's very uncalled for on the way that she's acting and the things that she's doing. It's very unnecessary. Not only that, you clearly have, and this is where it all, where a lot of this comes from. You have Jasmine Crockett, you have others that literally are making posts, videos, this, that, and the other. This is where all of this starts. They're literally seeing these Democrats, these people in Congress. You literally have Jasmine Crockett screaming and saying this and saying that and cussing. During a moment of silence, for everybody to pray, for Charlie Kirk, and she's doing all of this. This is what's causing it. But then y'all know what they do? They sit there and they point the finger at Trump. That Trump caused this. Trump administration is the Trump. No, y'all are doing it. It's a post by a woman, named Leslie Smithson, saying whoever shot Charlie Kirk, thank you. Like making posts like this, literally put her things. I'm not gonna show too much. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble, but it's stuff like this. You have people that are literally disrespectful.
Heard someone got shot today. I had a tummy ache this morning. Stay alive out there.
I'm telling y'all, bro. It's stuff like this. Says liberal has a warning for conservatives about after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. I'm telling y'all. It's absolutely insane. This video right here I also wanted to show. This is college students reacting to Charlie Kirk's. The person, and I haven't seen too many. I've seen multiple people, when it comes to who did this. And it's, when I tell y'all, bro, that it's bothering me so much, it is really bothering me. It's so many things everywhere. It's so many things everywhere. And one thing that people are continue to do, when it comes to the left, is blaming Trump for this. I'm telling y'all, it's disgusting. This is college students on, how they felt about the situation. Check it out.
Charlie Kirk got shot, and how do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot?
That's good.
Wow. That's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
And look and just look and see. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not trying to judge nobody, but when I say this, because but it just goes to show you. And my 4-year-old is watching me right now, and one thing about it is that she pays attention. She sees what's going on. This is exactly why it's good, to teach her. It doesn't matter, when it comes to political views. I don't care what anybody say. I don't wish nothing on nobody. I don't wish nothing on nobody, regardless of what their political view, is. I don't sit there and laugh about it and make jokes about it. I don't find that, I don't find things like that funny. I don't find things like that cool whatsoever.
Got shot in today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it.
That's crazy. And if y'all see me skipping through the video, it's just because the music, I don't want to get copyrighted.
We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it.
And the crazy thing is, I'm not even gonna lie. And I know a lot of these, these young adults are grown, but I blame the parents too. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I blame the parents too when it comes down to it. I mean, y'all might disagree, but I feel like a lot of it has to do with how you grew up as a person. This has nothing to do whatsoever. Maybe to them, how they think. But I look at this has not much to do when it comes to like political view, just because this has a lot to do with hate. This has a lot to do with hate. So if your parents, this just goes to show you that a lot of these kids that act like this, they got to be disrespectful to their parents. They have to be. There's no way, bro. I could see. I wouldn't. I don't even. My daughter's 4. I don't know. I know for a fact that I'm gonna do my best as a father to raise serenity. Yeah, baby. Okay, I'm gonna get you some in a minute. Okay, Daddy in video. Okay. Says she's thirsty. A 4-year-old and a 2-year-old should be 2 Saturday. I raised them up to be respectful, young women, as well as, their mother, raising them, with me. But at the same time, I would definitely want that. It's more than that, and let them know this is more than that. We talking about human beings, bro. At the end of the day, we talking about humans being kind to one another. They don't have that.
And that's how I feel at this.
Just look how they talk. It's sad.
Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think
that's sad, bro. That's sad.
Things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended. So,
do you know who Charlie Kirk is?
Yeah, he's a I'm like, yeah, he's an I wouldn't wish it to anyone, but I don't think his political views are correct,
I wouldn't wish it, but he literally just said,
step away from this because you're just trying. Well, you let him talk. He wants to talk. What are you? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Thank you.
In my opinion, I think they're going to flip it and say the other way. But I think the left has just spewed so much hate and brainwashed so many people into doing stupid this. But they're going to flip it and see he was so hateful and he spewed all this hatred.
You're almost going to say he deserved it.
Yeah, they're going to say he deserved. I've already seen people. That's what I've seen.
That's crazy, bro. I don't want to get copyrighted, y'all. So I'm skipping a little
He spews all this hate, and they're going to say because the hate he spewed, he should have gotten that. It's a sign of, I think, what liberalism has done to U.S. society. It's just led to a complete moral decay and decay of morals and just any semblance of humanity. Like, you just degrade people because of your political opinions. But I don't know. I don't have much else to say on that. It's just the same old thing every time.
That's sad, bro. You literally have some people though that have that common sense, on how they feel. It's more, like I said, it's more than, your political opinion on things. It's more so of, just being a human being, being respectful, being kind, at the end of the day. I had a talk with my dad yesterday, as well. And me and my dad have different, political, beliefs and, on how we feel about certain things and this, that, and the other. I know a lot of y'all know that my dad is a Democrat. I am not, as y'all know. And, we talked about it, and, we both said, that's something that you just don't, you do. It's no reason for anybody, to lose their life because of this. It's pretty sad. It's sad, bro. It's definitely sad. I'm telling y'all. This is a young girl witnessed the assassination of Charlie Kirk. She also witnessed liberals cheering. Listen to what she has to say for me, y'all.
I just witnessed Charlie Kirk get assassinated. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life. He shot him in the neck and blood went everywhere. And the worst part of it all was the liberals who were there were cheering. So I just have one thing to say. If you identify yourself with the Liberal Party, it's okay. You can believe what you want to believe. But if you identify yourselves with those people who were cheering, and someone just hope you can take a look at yourself and think, is this who I really want to be? Because that is disgusting.
Definitely.
Disgusting.
Definitely disgusting. And that's something that, a lot of people need to, look at yourself in the mirror. Just think about that. All those college students that I just showed y'all, except for the last one, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. They're not gonna do that. Just based off of like those quick answers and the hate that they have inside of them, they're not gonna do that. And that's what's sad. I feel like this generation, coming up, have a lot of, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of them have a lot of learning to do. I feel like a lot of these parents And I just say a lot. I know not all. They also have a lot of learning to do. They're looking more so as their, and I'm not saying by any means that this is something that, is, you can't do, but I feel like a lot of these parents are looking at their kids more so as a friend rather than, that's your child. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna lie, like, of course your kids are, your best friends, like that's your kids. But at the same time, y'all know what I mean by that. Being more so, that's your friend, and letting them talk like this and letting them do this and letting them do that. I didn't grow up like that, bro. I didn't grow up like that at all. And I'm sure y'all know I grew up like literally it was tough. That tough love. You don't get it. You know what I mean? I try not to be, so hard on my daughters, but one thing about it is that I want them, to be amazing. I want them to be kind. I want them to be, great. I don't want, them. I couldn't see my daughters, my acting like that on camera and being so hateful like that, bro. I really can't. I'm being so serious. I really can't. Check this out, y'all.
They robbed a voice that spoke common sense because of their hatred to people that disagree with them, but yet they're the ones that try to champion free speech. But we're not the ones out there trying to silence them through violence. It's ridiculous. And I know, Sean, that I'm not the only one out there hurting, and I'm not the only one that's upset by this. But when is enough enough? When is the Democrats going to stand up and apologize for the hatred and the lies that they have fed their base that's led to these actions? They robbed a voice.
That's hey. And on one thing about this, y'all have a lot. I see a lot of people, that's outraged from the left, about this comment. One other Democrat is going to stand up and apologize for hatred and the lies that have fed their base that has led to these actions. That's something that's true. When you literally having, this individual that's inciting violence, this individual that's just talking about violence, this individual that's just doing this, and being hateful and saying this, saying that, what do you think that's doing, to your base? That's getting them geeked up, especially when you have these individuals that's in Congress that's acting wild and doing wild things. If they see that you're doing this in Congress, what you think they gonna do? Come on now, bro. I'm trying to understand it. I promise you, I'm trying to understand it. Check out Greg Gutfield. He was not happy about this. I'm telling you.
Thoughts and prayers for his family. They need it from all of us. And Jesse's right. If they could do this, they are capable of anything. I think that was the message. I believe that was the message. It's really hard to radicalize Republicans.
Yeah.
It's like we're not the radical type. But if you thought that you were going to shut a movement down, you're going to get a rude awakening. You woke us the fuck up.
I'm telling y'all. One thing about it, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. When it come down to it, Greg Gutfield, I can tell. I've seen Greg. I've seen him very serious. I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely seen him very serious. With something and mad. But I can tell this hurt him. You can tell when it hurts somebody. You can tell how drained he is. And just how tired he is of the BS that's been going around. I'm telling y'all, you can definitely just see on somebody's face just how done they are. How stressed they are about, these situations. Just seeing how he is and just seeing, his body language. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. Y'all, one thing about it, like I said, sending my love, my condolences. It's definitely sad. Sad thing, to witness, to see, but one thing about it, definitely, appreciate. I don't know who's talking outside. See, it's stuff like this. I got to check the camera. Hold on, baby. It's okay. One thing about it, we didn't already had, a couple of scares here at my, at our home. People looking through our garage and stuff like that, but, I apologize, you know, for doing that. I usually don't stop, you know, and a lot of people are like, why you ain't take this out or anything like that. I gotta get it out there. I gotta let y'all know what's going on too. I gotta let y'all know what's going on. You know, because that right there is just too much going on, you know, right now. And now it makes you, I ain't gonna say it makes you paranoid, but it makes you, it just makes you in a way alert, I should say. It definitely makes you alert, you know, if things going on, I'm not gonna lie. But to all, you know, these, you know, influencers, creators out here, just, you know, be safe, you know, have that time, spend that time, you know, with family, and, you know, just try to stay out the way a little bit. You know, I'm not saying go hide in this, that, and the other, but, you know, just stay out the way a little bit. You know, it's some crazy things that's going on and stuff like that. So definitely prayers to y'all, you know, and y'all stay safe, you know, even if you're not a creator. Stay safe. Much love, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.